बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम रब्बि ज़िदनी इल्मा।
So in our previous video we have finished the setup of this link, and then this logical connection is done. Now we are going to fix this one, the connection between router 4 and switch 1. Let us try to fix that. So the first thing what I'm going to do is I'll draw the diagram here separately. So just I'm not going to mix up everything. I'll make it each and everything separate so that we can easily understand what exactly we are supposed to do. Now router 4 is connecting on F0 by 1, and as per our logical diagram it is on VLAN 46. Now he did not mention any specific port here. So if there is no specific port mentioned, you have to understand that we have to create SVI here. Now how we can make this possible? So let us try to figure out as per our logical topology. This is my logical topology. Now I'm going to draw the exact physical topology how they are connected. The router 4 F0 by 1 is actually connecting to switch 2 on F0 by 4 port, and from switch 2 to switch 1 there is a trunk link which is pre-configured or may not be configured. So I'll see if it is not configured, definitely we'll try to configure that. And there's no layer 3 port, there's no port here. So here we are not using the first solution which we discussed. So now we are going to create a SVI, and I'm going to assign the IP address to SVI because the IP addressing I'm going to use it as 46.x here. So this is something what we are going to do in this scenario. So let's get started with the first configurations. I'll start from router 4, which is my router 4 here. So this is my router 4. I'm getting into my config mode and interface F0 by 1. So I'll change the hostname first so that we can understand on which device we are connecting. So F0 by 1 IP address is 10.0.46.4, and then I'm going to use /24 subnet mask and the no shutdown command. Done. On the router 4 just an IP address assigning, and on the switch 1 also I'm going to do the same thing. Let us do the same thing on the switch 1. On the switch 1 I'm going to create a SVI because we cannot use a no switch port command in this type of scenario because we don't have a direct connection between router 4 and switch 1. So we need to just stick to the second solution here. So on the switch 1, on the switch 1, I had to be on the switch 1. Let us get into switch 1 first. Okay. So on the switch 1 I'm going to create VLAN 46. I think there's no VLAN 46, so I'll create a VLAN 46 first, and then I'll say interface VLAN 46, and then I'll try to assign the IP address to VLAN 46 with 46.6 is the IP address, 255.255.255.0. Anyway, done. So on the router 4 I'm going to assign the IP address on the F0 by 1 interface, and on the switch 1 I'm going to create a SVI. Now the next thing we need to check is between switch 1 and switch 2 there should be a trunk link. So in my scenario I think I'm connecting port number 24 between switch 1 and switch 2. So I'll go to my port number 24. I'll say switch port trunk encapsulation.1q and switch port mode trunk no shutdown. Anyway it is in no shutdown state. Now I'm going to use the same commands on the switch 2 also, because you can always try this do show history command whenever we are doing similar kind of configurations. So once we do this, so it confirms that your trunking is enabled on both the sides. If you want, you can verify with a command called show interface trunk. This port number 24 is trunk is on. So router 4 F0 by 1 assign the IP address is done, SVI we created here, and then the trunking is configured. The only part left is this part. Now this F0 by 4 port of switch 2 must be in the VLAN 46. So I need to go to switch 2. Let us get into switch 2 console screen here. This is my switch 2. I need to say interface F0 by 4, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 46. Done. So there's no VLAN, it automatically creates. Done. I think I finished all the configurations, so I need to verify now Now verification, I can go to router 4 or switch 1 for testing. So I'll go to router 4 and I will verify my IP address. This is 10.0.46.4 and I'm going to try to communicate with 46.6, the other end of the interface, which is my switch 1 SVI interface. So I should see the reply. If the reply is not coming, then there should be something to test, but no, because we got a reply here, which means the entire connection is established. So this is the way we are going to create a logical connection. This is another way of doing the thing. So you might be tested on any one of these things, so you should be very well aware of these configurations. So router 5 to 3 is done, and 3 to switch 1 is done, and switch 1 to router 4 is also done. Now what we'll do is we'll move to the next part, or the next connectivity here. What's the next connectivity? Router 4 to switch 2. Okay, let us do that. Now the next thing is I'm going to set the connectivity between router 4 and switch to this one, router 4 to switch 2. So let's get started here. Router 4, okay, so router 4 connecting to switch 2. On which interface it is? F0 by 0. So F0 by 0 means there is something we need to check. F0 by 0 means it's not a direct connection to switch 2. On here there is no port mentioned, only just a VLAN 47 is mentioned, which means there is a SVI here. Okay, and then router 4 F0 by 0 port is logically connecting to switch 1, and from switch 1 to switch 2 there is a trunk link which we just configured. If you remember, we did this just now, so we don't really need to worry about this part as of now. So trunking is done, it's pre-configured this part. Now I need to assign the IP address on router 4 interface and SVI interface. So I'll say 47.x here. Let's get started here. So I'll do one by one. So first I'll try to assign the IP address first. So first I'll start with IP addressing. Anyway, trunking is already done. This is the first step we already did. Now the second step, I'm going to assign the IP address. This is the second step I'm going to do. So let's jump to router 4. Now on the router 4, I'm getting into my config mode, and then interface F0 by 0. I'll say IP address 10.0. What is that IP address? 47.4.255.255.255.0, and then no shutdown command, and then save your configurations. So on the router 4, I assigned the IP address. On the switch 2, I need to create SVI on the switch 2. So on the switch 2, before you create SVIs, make sure that that VLAN is already created on the switch, because in the production network generally we have VTP which will automatically sync the VLAN information, but here we are not mixing all those things here. So first create the VLAN and then assign the IP address to that VLAN, because if the VLAN is not created and you try to assign the IP address to that VLAN, you may see the interface will go down, that SVI will be down. So there's something we need to remember. 10.0.47.7 255.255.255.0. So this is something we did. We just configured router 4 F0 by 0 interface with IP address, and switch 2 is also configured with SVI interface for VLAN 47, and VLAN 47 is created, and we assign the IP address here. And the next thing, trunking is already done, so we don't need to get into trunking. And the last thing we need to do is we need to configure this port, whatever the port here. What's that port? This port, it is F0 by 4, should be in the VLAN 47. So we need to configure this port in the VLAN 47. That is the last thing we need to do on switch 1. So I'll go to switch 1. I'll go to interface F0 by 4. I'll say switch 1 mode access, switch port access VLAN 47. Done. So I think I just finished everything, whatever is required. So now finally I should be able to ping from router 4 to switch 2 interface. So I'll go to router 4 and I'll try to ping to 10.0.47.7, which is my switch 2 interface. I should see the reply. So if it's not coming, then there might be some problem. So just give some time for convergence because of that spanning tree things, it will take some time for convergence. If you don't see the reply for a long time, then there should be some problem. Now you can see it's coming up. So now router 4 and switch 2 are able to communicate here. So which means the connection between router 4 and switch 2 is also up. And the next thing, we'll jump to the next one. What's the next one? This one. Router 1 connecting between switch 2. Okay, let us jump to that part now. So I'm going to erase everything here, just making sure that we okay. Now let's come down to our logical diagram. Now our logical diagram is something like this. Now this switch 2, you can see switch 2 is connecting to router 1, and this switch 2 is connecting to F0 by 1, and router 1 is also connecting to F0 by 1. So if you see here, the logical and physical topology both are same, because physically also we have a same connection and logically also we have a same connection. So now in this case I can use any one of the option. In this case I generally go with switch port command, but if you're working on your CCI lab exam, probably you just need to follow exactly as per the question or as per the diagram. So in my case, what I'm doing is I'm going to configure this particular port. We'll simply say as no switch port command, and then I will assign the IP address on this, and here anyway I'll assign the IP address. So that is something which I have to do, and the IP addressing will be 17.x. so 117.x. so switch 2 is representing as 7 and router 1 representing as 1. So let us get into this configuration. So I'll go to switch 2. We just need switch 2 here. So switch 2, I'm on switch 2 now. So I'll go to interface F0 by 1. I simply say no switch port, and I'll simply say IP address 10.0.17.7 with /24 subnet mask, and then no shutdown. Save your configurations. On router 1, on the router 1 there's nothing configured, so I'll start with my basic initial configurations here. So on the router 1, I'll first change the host name, and then I'll go to my interface F0 by 1, and I'm going to assign the IP address as 10.0.17.1 with /24 subnet mask. And if I verify, and finally I should be able to ping to my 10.0.17.7, that is my switch 2 interface. You can see it's pinging. So this is my logical topology. So all the diagrams are totally based on this physical topology which I discussed initially, but now we are making a logical connections, something like this. So it's all about how we create the VLANs, how we use SVIs, how we use switch ports, and probably the next thing is these two interfaces are left, which is, you can see, sub interfaces. So that is something we need to finish up. That is the only part we have to do.